doing? Are you okay? Sorry, I just pinged the standy thing. Grab your tea or your coffee. I've got a cup of tea. Got my diamond painting from Treasure Studio Arts, the Dragon Sword 40 by 50, which I'm loving. I'll put some drills in there. So, week's gone past since the last whip and chat. Can you believe it? The whole week has gone past. It seems to have flown by this week. I said, I don't know where all the time's gone. So how's everybody doing? How's your week been? Weather is really weird. Humidity is about 80 something. Temperature today I think is about 26. Yesterday was 32. But it rained as well yesterday, so and the humidity was horrible with it all. But it's overcast today, but still, as I say, still warm and sticky and gooey. Had a bit of rain this morning, which I thought might have cleared it off a bit, but nope. But there's no wind today, so that's something, I suppose. Because you haven't had a lot of high winds. So the animals are happy because they're sunbathing out on the back doorstep. Cat's on the back doorstep, and the dog was out on the step thing out there. Can't think what it's called. Yeah, but big cat Ellie, she's gone to bed. She's been out for an hour, so she has to go in then. She needs a rest. She's been sleeping outside for now, but she needs to go to bed now and catch up on her sleep that she missed by sleeping outside. Yeah, she's that lazy. She is really lazy. But she's beautiful with it. Just the way she's made. Grant's not here today. He's gone off to a craft fair in Cirencester, which is about 2 hours away. Cirencester's quite a posh place. You know, you see Ferraris and Porsches and the posh Jags and all that going around the town. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so his little golf stands out like all of them. But he likes to go down there once in a blue moon, so he's gone down there. The girls are upstairs playing on Fortnite. Jessie's on her Xbox, Millie's on Joshua's Xbox, and they're playing with each other. So at the moment, they're not scrapping, so that's good. Joshua's gone to Hereford. He's gone to start looking at stuff for university because they've had their kit list, as I said. So we had a look at the room that he's booked into and paid for. It's got a double bed, small double bed in it, big wardrobe, built-in wardrobe, desk area, shelving it, big shelving area from floor to ceiling. And they've got floor to ceiling window, which is probably the size of a door, to let the light in. And then it's got a very small ensuite bathroom, which has just got a toilet and a shower in and a sink. And then they share a kitchen. And then they've got their own like reception area. And then they've got a cinema room, a lounge room, game room, something else, but I can't think what it is. Big laundrette on site. So it looks nice anyway, and it's literally, I don't know, 500 yards from the uni. It's not far at all, so he hasn't got to walk far. So I felt better seeing the accommodation that he's going into. So he's gone off to Hereford with a couple of friends to have a look. I'm going to Hereford tomorrow, so he's gone to look, see what he likes. And I'll probably have a list or a load of photos come through later of what he likes and what he doesn't like, you know. So some things I'm allowed to get without his say-so, and other things I've got to get his say-so. So, you know, like bedding and stuff, he wants to... Don't know what he thinks I'm going to get. Maybe he thinks I'm going to get something like Thomas the Tank Engine or Bob the Builder. Something silly. But I want to do that to him. So he needs new pillows, new duvet. So our local bargain buys, it's called. But they're doing bamboo quilts and bamboo pillows, which are quite nice. And ordinary quilts and pillowcases. Silent Night ones, which is a good brand here. So I'll probably get him them. I think my sister-in-law's got picked up a mattress topper for me, so I'm going to pick that up. So I couldn't see any. So I said the next couple of weeks I will be putting things away for him, because he goes on the 12th of September, the date they've been given. They can go to their room, and then they start on the 14th of September, 2 weeks before the rest of the university, to settle him in. So I'll get everything that he needs on his kit list, and then I'll have to do him a goodie box as well to take with him as well, and what food he wants as well. So I don't know what type he wants to do, seeing as he's sharing the kitchen. He might want to wait and see what it's like. I can see him just eating like pot bloody noodles or anything that you just put hot water to, or make a sandwich. But they're shared kitchen, but they've got to take their own cutlery, their own like cups, saucers and plates and stuff, their own glasses, mugs, tea towels, stuff like that, washed up liquid. So I don't know whether they keep all that in their room, or whether they'll have a locked cupboard that they have that their stuff's in. I don't know, as it's all so new to us all. So I said I'll send plenty, and then we'll see. And if he needs whatever, I'll have to order it and get it sent to him, because there's a place where you can send parcels and letters to, secure in his block. So I said I can always send it up to you, because I said I ain't driving 5 hours. Well, it'd be probably 6 hours in my driving speed, but just over 5 hours normal time. So it's a fair distance away. I think he's excited. Millie's excited because she's bags in his bed as soon as he's gone. She has to hold him. Should you leaving all your game systems and stuff? He said, no, I'm taking that, Millie. Oh, mind you, she's got her own. So we've got to ask her Grampy, because he's got spare TV, if she can borrow his spare TV off him. It's what my sister had in the home, and then she had dad bought her a brand new telly, a bigger one, because this is only a small one. So they had that one back, and he's got it's only on the floor in his spare room at the moment. So I think she's gonna flutter her eyelids at Grampy and say, Grampy, please, can I borrow it? And of course Grampy will say, of course you can, my darling. So she's figuring out how she's gonna do the bedroom. She said, I'm gonna fumigate it first. I did laugh. I said, yeah, maybe a good idea. She said, I'm going to search for all the stinky socks that are probably under the bed and stuff. I said, you're brave. She said, I'm going to wear rubber gloves though. She said, I ain't that brave. I did laugh. But I shall miss him. I will miss him. He did his first full day working this week. Well, he nearly did his full day, I should say. They wanted him to work from 7 a.m. in the morning till 10 p.m. at night. We thought it was to help train to be the carer, but they just wanted him to be the driver in my car. I have you know, yeah, my car, driving somebody all over the place for all them hours. So I said, you can tell him you're not driving my car all the time. I said, you can have it for Wednesday to see what it's like. I said, but they either provide you for a car, or they give you jobs that you can walk to. Because I said, you're not having my car, because that means I got to transfer it out the insurance to business. I said, because if you have an accident or something, you won't be covered. I said, you know, and you being only 18, our insurance is high for you being on there anyway, but to transfer it to business insurance, and then it's the wear and tear on my car. Well, as it happens, by 6:30 that night he had a puncture, and he hadn't never changed a puncture, and it was like 15 miles away he was. So Grant jumped in his car, went and sorted it and said, I'm sorry, that's it. He said, you're coming home. He said, oh, I still got 4 hours. He said, I don't care. He said, you've just lost your day's wages, because he'd hit a curb and buckled the trim, which made a puncture. Don't know how he done it. I mean, I've done it and I don't know how I did it. And then he had to put, of course he had to put the car somewhere safe, because he wasn't in a safe position. So the wheel and the rim was knackered. Like Grant said, that's your day's wage gone on that. So you've lost all that. So Josh came home really, really upset. So he went off with his friends. And Grant says, that's what I'm on about, you know, if it's their car, it doesn't matter, but if it's our car, which I understood, but I did feel for Josh. So he texted him and said, I'm sorry, the car's broken, this, you know, Dad wants to get it home. Because it was only the thin spare one, which isn't safe to, is it a spacer wheel they call them? So he wanted him home, because he said if he's driving somebody else around and something else happens, you know, and if they're involved in an accident, are they covered on the works insurance or not? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, there was a lot of ifs about this job. So he'd come home, and then I was talking to Grant, and he said, I might be able to salvage, because his works as a salvage yard, but it's also got place that crushes cars and things. So they have a lot of that. So he went over to them and said what tyre he wanted and if they'd got one, and they'd only got the one, because the other 3 were bottled completely, but there was one that was perfect, hardly used. You could see the tread had hardly been used on it, and £10 for the lot. So instead of 90 quid, if we'd have gone to a garage, it cost us a tenner. So that was a bit salvage for Josh, bless him. We didn't make, of course we wouldn't make him pay for it. I wouldn't have made him pay for it if it was 80 quid. You know what I mean? Apparently they were going to pay mileage. The standard mileage I think is supposed to be 45p minimum. Theirs is 35p. And of course he doesn't know. I said, well, are you getting paid for the whole time on your downtime when you're waiting for the person to come out, or are you just getting paid, you know, you're getting paid all the time, or not just when you're actually driving? Of course he didn't know. I can't ask because he's 18. And he doesn't want to ask because he didn't finish the shift, so he doesn't know whether he's still got a job or not. He did send her another email, but she hasn't answered it. So that's really professional, isn't it? Not answering an email from an 18-year-old who's new to working. And as a mother, I want to get on there and sort it out, but he's made me promise to keep my nose out because he's 18. So I said, okay. So he's gutted because all his friends are working, so they've all got money to put petrol in the car and go off, and then he hasn't got any, and we can only give him so much a week. So he feels guilty then taking money off us because we haven't got an awful lot. But I said to him, what I've got spare you can have, you know. So yeah, so watch that space. Mind you, he'll be off to uni in a few weeks, I told him, so you know, but he wanted to get a little bit of money behind him before he went. I said, he'll be alright. I said, don't worry, we'll make sure he's alright. Busy cars going up and down today. Oh, hang on, I've got to move. My leg's gone to sleep. There you go. Oh, that's better. Sorry, I had to move then. I'd sort of put my leg behind my other leg. And it was drifting off to sleep. It was only little bubbles, it was. Little bubbles. So yeah, we were supposed to see Mum this week because of 2 weeks isolation. Dad would have been able to see her yesterday, and I would have been able to see her today, but that went out the window because in the local area there's been an outbreak of coronavirus. So I don't think anybody's severely ill, but because it's an old people's home, they can't take any risks. So the government have told them that it's got to be a minimum 3 weeks before they have any more visitors. So we've got to wait another 3 weeks. Now you got to realise I haven't seen my mum for 90 days. I've spoken to her a couple of times and she hasn't known who I am. Much, a little bit, you know, you get a couple of minutes so she knows who it was. But I was so looking forward to seeing her. Dad was so looking forward to seeing her, so he was an emotional wreck. So, but on the plus side, they were ready then to do the FaceTiming. So we got to FaceTime her on, what day were we? Thursday. So Dad, you know, he was like a teenager waiting for her to come on the phone. It was really sweet. He was so nervous, bless him. And he was so excited. So we got to speak to Mum, but she didn't have her hearing aid. She'd hid her hearing aid somewhere and they couldn't find where she'd hid them. So it was hard for her to hear us and trying to make us understood. She had one of the carers with her. She recognised us all. Millie and Jessie spoke to her briefly. She knew them, but soon then Josh come along. Oh, little face, her face was lit up when she saw her boy. She worships Josh. I think because he was the first grandson as well. She spent a lot more time with him. But he was the one as well that came with me when we took her to the hospital. And he's the one that took her and looked after her while I was sorting it all out. And he was so good with her. So they've got a special bond then too. So it was really nice seeing her smiling. And then she started to cry because she missed us all. That was it. I was in pieces. I had to walk away. I said, Mum, I love you. I've just got to go and do some jobs. And then, you know, bawled my eyes out. And then yesterday we got to FaceTime her again yesterday because they won't be able to do it this week because there's not enough staff on, they don't think. Be able to put it on the phone, but they don't know if they'd be able to do FaceTiming or not. They'll try, but they can't guarantee because some of them are on holiday. So they did yesterday. She knew my dad, so he was dead chuffed. He was telling her how beautiful she was and all this, which was really sweet. I went on, she hadn't got a clue who I was. Not a clue. She was like, I said, it's Carol. Yes, she said, I got a daughter called Caroline, she said. She said, I love her, she said, but she's off doing her things. She said, you know what they're like? She said, always off doing things. So I just went, yeah, well, that's nice. I said, you're looking very nice. She said, thank you. And then she sort of looked at the carer, so I thought she didn't want to talk to me. She wants to talk to Dad. And then a bit 10 minutes later, Millie went to talk to her, but she didn't know Millie, so Millie came from there as well. So yeah, and I had a little cry, and you know, but at least I got to see her. You know, and she looks so well. You can see the dementia has taken its toll because she sounded very like what my sister was like at that stage, you know, finding it hard to find words and looking at people for, you know, help and stuff. And she was quite sleepy as well because that's the new medication she's on, makes her quite sleepy, but they said it should get better as her body gets used to it. So that was nice yesterday. I haven't done a lot this week, I don't think. As I haven't been anywhere. It's just Tesco shopping, their usual, isn't it? But hopefully tomorrow, as I say, I might be going to Hereford, and I'm so excited because that would be the first time since March, what was it, March the 18th was the last time I went anywhere, something like that, other than the supermarket. So I'm so looking forward to that. Oh, this is why I got these. So let me show you. Look at these. Can you see these? These are our masks I've got for me and the girls. The boys didn't want these. They just want the blue ones. So if anybody knows the story of the bees that's watched my live or my whip, I had to get that one, didn't I? Just had to get that one. Then I thought Jessie would like that one, and I knew Millie would want that one because it's a foxy and it's got the filter, so you can put the filter bit in there. I'm going to put it the right way. So that's Millie's, yeah, which I knew. That was going to be mine, but guess whose bag's that? Jessie likes that one more. So I've got the Foxy, the green and grey fox. And I got to admit, it does suit me actually. I was quite chuffed. So we've got them to wear to go shopping because you have to wear masks in England. You don't in Wales, but you do in England. So we got them. The boys are having the blue ones. And they were only, what were they? £4. Yeah, £4 each. Which I thought was really cheap. There's a woman about 7 miles away that does it in a little town. And I emailed her, what time did I email her? In the afternoon. And she did them that night and I picked them up the following morning. Which was great. I said, so 12 quid for 3 lovely masks that are easy washable. You can pull the filters in and out. I was well chuffed with that, and the girls are chuffed with theirs. I think they're a lot more comfortable than the blue surgical ones. But so Josh has taken his surgical one with him today. I said to him, you know, you can have one of the cloth ones. No, I don't want one. Just have one of these. Oh, okay. Fine. So then I'm going to get some more of those because I've got to see that it's going to be permanent for a long time. And I'm seeing Wales because we're like 2 or 3 weeks behind England and we always follow suit. So it won't be long before we have to wear them. But I don't really go anywhere as such. Tomorrow's going to be my first time, so it'll be a bit nerve-wracking tomorrow. Because the girls desperately need some clothes. Well, Millie not so much, but Millie needs them because she's lost so much weight again. She's down to being a size 8. So what's that, size 4 is it in America? She is tiny. Tiny, tiny, tiny. She put on a belt that she had when she went to France, what, 18 months ago? And that belt, she had to take that belt in 2 inches when she went to France. And she's had to take it in another 2 inches again since then. So yeah, and they keep telling me it's her age. And I said she's in so much pain with her bones and stuff. She's eating, so she shouldn't be losing weight. And poor Jessie hardly eats. And she, you know, she's quite a big girl. No, not fat or chunky, but she's just a big built girl. But yeah, so they need more clothes because I have ordered some over the internet, but you can't get the fittings and the styles right, and it's hard to tell by just looking at a picture what material feels like. And I know it's in the description, but it's still hard. Yeah, I think that's got a... This is where I went Winky Wonky with the... Yeah, look, see. Let me see if I can cut that across there. I'll cut that bit off because it's really, really annoying me. This is where I tried my hardest to just hold it with a ruler and pull this bit off, but it went Winky Wonky. Went Winky Wonky, but never mind. That's everything. Yeah, so hopefully you'll get some tomorrow because Jessie likes leggings, but she likes the sports legging, but she likes them to be a certain material. So I'd ordered some in. One was okay, the material, the other one isn't, but it's supposed to be her size and it won't even fit Millie. And I'm like, what? How can it say that it's Jessie's size and then it doesn't even fit somebody that's 2 sizes smaller? I thought, talk about trying to give somebody a complex, isn't it? I'm a bit cross about that. So hopefully we'll get some bits tomorrow for her. I have ordered some more leggings online for her, sports leggings, for her to try. And I ordered her 3 t-shirts, and they're called the oversized t-shirts. And she came today. The leggings I ordered from the same place a couple of days before, still waiting for them. These t-shirts I ordered yesterday afternoon have come today. They're oversized. Oh, when I ordered them, I thought she, you know, because she's at that age now, I thought I do let them have a little bit of a, you know, not, what's the word, a little bit of leeway on what they wear. And the one t-shirt's a bit cheeky. It's got a cactus, and it, you know, you got like the bumps, and it's like, you got a cactus, and you got like the fingers of the cactus, like that. So each stem is like a thing of the cactus. Well, this one is like that. Picture of a cactus like that, yeah. I thought it was hilarious. But bless her little heart, me and Millie were creasing up. We thought, oh, she's, you know, expressing herself, bless her, you know. Millie said, you're going to let her have it? Yeah, I said, you know, a bit of self-express. And of course it come today, she put it on, she went, oh, Mum, I never knew it did that. She said, oh my God, look. She said, are people going to be offended? I said, well, tough if they are. I said, I think it's brilliant. She said, can I keep it? I said, yeah. I said, it looks really nice on you. She said she's going to keep it, but it did look funny. And then she got two other t-shirts, a black one and a grey one. But the pattern's on the back. So it's no pattern on the front and a pattern on the back. And they look really nice on her. Really do look stunning on her. She's still a bit nervous because they're like slightly oversized. But I said, they're supposed to be slightly baggy. I said, they're not over baggy. They're just slightly baggy. And they look absolutely beautiful on her. So, as I say, I must remember after, because I've got that one pair of joggers that don't, leggings that don't fit her. I need to send them back. I think they were Nike, them ones. They were tiny, tiny. They said they were bigger size and they're not. Not at all. They are so tiny and they've got no give in them. For sports leggings, there's no give in them whatsoever. It's like having a restraint badge. You know, you can usually pull on a sports leg and you can pull the material in the waistband, can't you? Not on them, you couldn't. You couldn't pull them or nothing. She would literally have to be probably smaller than a size 4. That's how small they were. Hear the dog barking. Oh, I had another go on my sewing machine after making that little black and white one. I got it back out and I found some other material. Did I show you? Did I show you the dog material I found? So I made this one. Bit better. So I've got doggies that side. Doggies that side. And look, I've got the right colour lining on both sides. Inside, and I'm already using it. So I did that one. And as I said in my floss tube, the sewing machine did all of it apart from going over the zip and all it, because it was all 4 sides plus the material of the zip. So I had to sew sort of up to there, stop, up to there on the other side, then stop, and then sew them bits by hand. Because my machine will only stitch on selector number 5, which is a really, really small stitch. So I went into our wool shop, got some, what's it called? New bobbins, and new needles for the sewing machine. Sorry if you've heard this before in my floss tube. And changed them. I took it all apart and cleaned all off any lint or anything inside the bobbin cavities and all that. Oiled it where it said to oil it, did all that. Checked the needle, changed that over, did that. Did the tension on the bobbin case, which did make a slight difference, did make the stitches more even. So I was pleased about that. But apart from that, nothing made any difference. It still won't do any other stitch. So when I was in the wool shop, the lady behind there said it could be your timing. So she said, go on YouTube, watch a load of videos on timing. She said, if you're not happy about doing it, she said, don't mess, because it can mess up your sewing machine completely. But she said, you've only got one setting at the moment and it won't work on hardly any material anyway. But she said, well, have a look. So I've had a look at a few. I don't know whether I'd have an attempt to change the timing on it, but I know what to look for to see if the timing's out. So I might do that later as well, because Grant's not going to be home till really late. So I might do that today and have a look. And then if it is the timing, I'm going to see if I might FaceTime Trees and see if she knows. If she knows how to do the timing, she can talk me through it if it's wrong, maybe. Or I might just knock it on the head and say I need a new sewing machine. But like my dad said, it hasn't been overused. I said, yeah, but I said it's been moved from pillar to post to pillar to post to pillar to post. I said, has it knocked something inside, or did it get dropped and nobody said anything? Or you just don't know, do you? But I did really, really enjoy doing that project bag, and I am so chuffed with them. They're nothing special, you know, but I am so chuffed. And I've got that other material that I showed you all, enough to make another 2, I think. And if I can get it up and running, because I want to get some sea fabric, it sounds like sea, but with, you know, sea themed or seaside themed bags for this sale we're doing. Queen, oh, what's it called? Dark Queen of, I'm gonna have to look it up now because this is going to bug me. Dark Queen. No, it's not dark, is it? Dark Queen. Why is it you can never remember something? Dark Queen of the... Yeah, Dark Queen of the Seas. That's it. So I'd like to do something, get some material and make a project bag for that, because the drop for the floss list was supposed to be today. But he's having a few issues with his software, so I think they're going to try and do it tomorrow, so we can start getting the flosses in for that. And I've got the material coming, I've got the specialist floss coming, and I've got the beads coming anyway, because we ordered that from them that are doing it anyway, but need to start getting all the other flosses together for it. So I thought it'd be nice to have a themed project bag, maybe. So I've sort of looked online and I haven't seen one anywhere that I'd like that would go with it. So I thought, well, if I can get my machine up and running, I could order some in and give it a go. What do you think of that idea? So yeah, I don't think I put any stuff in this one. It was like the last bits of the last time I used it. So that's my plan for that. There's a couple of projects there. Rachel Ray, bless her little heart, my little friend Rachel, sent me a Birds and the Bees cross stitch pattern, and we all know why. And I've started to get the floss for that. There's only 2 that I can't get here, so I've got to order them in. I've got the fabric, one of the fabrics that I got in. I'm going to work perfectly for that, so I want a project bag for that, because I haven't got a project bag for that. At one time I thought, oh, I've got loads of little bags and things. They soon fill up with your little projects, don't they? So yeah, they're all in use. So I need another one for that one to go in as well. So there's 2 that I definitely need. So can you hear that? Somebody's got a drill going or something, or a saw. I'm not sure what it is. It's loud, whatever it is. Yeah, so then I did a thank you for the ones that answered my call for help in the week on the video. I very much appreciated it, because sometimes you do need a little bit of help with decisions and things and what you're going to do. And I asked, if you haven't seen it, I asked people for help on whether to do join Patreon or to join YouTube membership, or just keep my channel as it is, and you know, and see how we go, or what. I did give a load of ideas as well. A few people did answer, and I'm really grateful for that. It meant ever such a lot, because I can't decide. Like, I've got a few ideas, you know, things like thank you cards, name at the end of each video, shout outs, maybe every now and again give them a homemade needle minder / cover minder, depending what you want to use it for. Periodic giveaways, home life videos, Patreon lives only, question and answer videos, you know, things like that. And my hubby said he might throw in a few bits as well of his. And I was thinking, are them ideas any good? Would anybody be interested in seeing some of our home life, and maybe videoing Grant sometimes when he's making stuff, and when we go metal detecting and we have a giggle and stuff. Bit like my sort of Cornish video, but maybe a little bit more to it than that one. So that's what I'm thinking of now. So I'm more, with it from everybody's view, inclined to go more Patreon with what everybody else has said. But you know, please leave me your opinion in what you think, or go over and watch the video. If I remember, I'll put the video up here. What number? 36 minutes. If I remember, I'll put the eye up there and you can go and have a look on that and see what you think. You know, I don't ask for help very often, but I thought I would on that one, because you're all very, very wise people. Very, very wise people. And I do appreciate it. So I am looking for if there is any more hearts. I know as soon as I put this away, they'll go, oh, here I am, woohoo, you've missed me. I can't see any. Yeah, so that's my next plan, I think, for the channel, is to set up the Patreon and see how we go from there. And then I've got to decide what to charge for each tier, which won't be much. I'm thinking maybe £3, £5, £10, you know, something like that. Oh, sorry, am I stretching across you? Right, what number should we do? What number's that one there? That funny swiggle, 413. The girls are still playing nice by the sound of it, which is unusual. Usually they've had a scrap by now. Not physical scrap, but, well, not, sometimes it has been, but not so much now, but slanging match, I should say. And Jessie always has to get the last word in usually, so yeah, it can go on a bit, because Millie likes to get the last word in as well. But that's what I'm, the ham teenager, does to you. I put my floss tube up yesterday, and I put a little giveaway in the middle, and you know what, not one person's entered, so I don't think anybody wants what the giveaway prize is. If they don't, if nobody puts in it by the end of the next week, I think I'll just give it to one of the kids to doodle on, if nobody can make use of it. That's satisfying when you just put it down, you've got the little, as you put it down. I love that sound. Oops. I don't like doing that. Dropping them on my canvas. So yeah, so the plans are this week is try and sort my sewing machine out, do some more, if I get it up and do it, do some more project bags. Tomorrow I'll be working on this on my live. I will going to try and do some more on my pandemic this week, and maybe my home sweet home, my crossword, and I'm working on my Christmas one, Friends Christmas one, which I want to finish that, because that was Christmas in July and that's stopped now, but I want to finish it. I don't want to put it away, because I'll put it away, I'll forget about it and it won't get done. So I said to Gran, I'm going to finish that one. I've done that. I might stitch as well the Stitch Along Bless His House cross stitch onto my Sips and Stitches tote bag. So I'll need to do that, but I need to put interfacing, I think, on the back of it first. As I said, I found some in the shed, so it's actually getting around to going in the shed, getting it, bringing it here, straightening it out, putting it on the back of that, you know, and doing it. Yeah. I have all these plans in my head, but actually getting them all done sometimes not as easy as I think, because I'm struggling this week. I haven't seemed to have done an awful lot, but everything's taken me like 3 times as long as normal to do anything this week, because my legs aren't working very well, my arms weren't working very well, so everything was a little bit of a going in slow motion this week. So I'm hoping next week we can put our arse into gear a bit more and get a bit more done. Trouble is, I think as well, is I'm enjoying everything. Every project I've got I enjoy, and sometimes it's just a decision of making of what you want to do. Do you want diamond paint? Do you want to colour? Do you want, and if you want to colour, which one do you want to colour? Then if you want to cross stitch, which one do you want to cross stitch? I mean, luckily on diamond painting I've only got this one because I am not doing the other one. I refuse point blank. That's just staying out of my radar for a while. But like then it's like, what do I do? Now I've seen, I think it was Becky had she was on about putting it all into a wheel and letting the wheel decide. What's that about? Is that a program that maybe I could put all my stuff in and then let that tell me what I'm working on from day to day? Because that might be quite handy. Take the decision away from me, so I'm not iffing and ahhing, spending half an hour iffing and ahhing what I want to do, getting stuff out and then thinking, nah, I don't want to do that. So let me know, somebody. And if it's a program, what's it called? Because I love my pattern keeper, so I really do like that. So anything else that can help me with decisions and keeping, yeah, I think I'm going to have to do a journal as well, maybe make another journal myself and have it as a planner of, especially if I'm going to do Patreon, of what, although I got set days that I do stuff, and then, you know, if that extra things come in, I do them. But I think, you know, if I do Patreon, I need to get organised of what I would be doing. Like if I was doing a live for my Patreons, as well as my Sunday or videos, what days do I put the videos up? And then I've also got to find out, how do I only do videos? How do I send only them the video that I make? Because I have no idea how to do that. And just send them information and not anybody else. So I've got to research into how to do that. Because you know me, I am not techno savvy at all. So I need to find out how you do that. Whether Patreon, you just do it, you know, go to unlisted on your YouTube and then put that link into Patreon. I don't know. As I say, I've got to suss all that out, because there's no good doing it and then realising that I don't know how to link anything to Patreon. Mind you, I'd probably be nagging a few of you. You'd be having your boxes pinging saying, Carol wants to please help, I'm stuck again. I'll be saying, oh, for God's sake, woman, what you playing at? But yeah. And you know my videos, they won't be over long, because I never do a long video. I don't do anything that's really long. My whip and chats are never that long. My floss tubes aren't very long, even with a flip through. It's not very long, it's only usually about 40 minutes. Because I don't want to keep you lovely people away from your daily lives, as they say. And I know you've got more videos that you want to watch, more people that you want to watch, more things that you want to do. So I think if I try, I'd like to try and keep things around about the 40-minute mark. Sometimes I think that's a nice, don't know, whether it's about 40 minutes I run out. What's the time now? 44. Here we are, see, and I'm running out of things to talk about. So let me know what you think of my ideas. Are they good ideas, bad ideas? Or if you can think of any other ideas that you'd like to see put into practice. There's a bloody heart there, look. Then just either, if you don't want to write it down below, you know, message me, email me, whatever. Instagram me. You know, I've got all of them on, so, and I do answer everybody. You know, as soon as I sort of can answer, I do answer. Not always straight away, but as soon as I'm able to, I should say, I answer. So I don't have to do much for tea tonight because the girls will want pizza. Grant's not packed till 7:30, so he said he'll see how he feels when he gets home. Joshua usually likes to cook his own. And I don't know what time he's coming, whether he's coming back this afternoon or tonight, so yeah, no cooking for me, which is going to be nice. Well, apart from putting the pizza in the oven. Can't call that cooking, can you? Just literally getting up and putting the pizzas on a tray and then off to go again. Oh, do you like my new badges? Can you see it? Absolutely no fox given. And this one is, I don't give a crab. I thought they'd go well with my other ones. So yeah, so I've got a nice collection now. Have I got the other ones here? What was on the other ones? Oh, Fox Sake. What was the other one? Oh, Turkey Awesome. Yeah, so I've got a nice little collection coming now. So I think if she has any more funny ones, I will be getting them. But I do like ones like that. Appeal to my to my warped sense of humour. You can't help but laugh at them though, can you? If you don't find them funny, then yeah, sorry. But I'm not sorry I got them because I really like them. They make me chuckle when I see them. And anything that makes me chuckle is worth having. Right, me lovelies. I will carry on finishing putting these on because there's a few there, and a few up there. But I won't. Oh, that's all at the side. I will just say thank you ever so much for stopping by. You know I absolutely adore having your company with me. It means ever such a lot, especially when you leave a little comment to say that you've watched. That means even more. But if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, we do have a giggle. And you might like to press your subscribe button. I'd be very much appreciated. And there's a little bell by the side that's called notification bell, and that will tell you when I go live, which is on a Sunday, and when I put up a new video, which is a couple of times a week. And also my details are down below if you want to know anything. They're all there. And all that's left for me to say is thank you all for stopping by. Take care, and most importantly, stay safe. Bye for now.